It was a trap right from the word go. We're talking about Zelensky's rare earth mineral trap. In January, Zelensky proposed to share Ukraine's alleged vast mineral wealth with US in exchange for economic and military aid. And I have to say, Trump fell for it. The Trump administration agreed to sign the deal without even realizing that more than half of Ukraine's alleged reserves are now under Russia's control. Such a deal would have been disastrous. Here is why. Ukraine wanted to extract security guarantees from US in exchange for the deal. It means USA's direct involvement in Kiev's security affairs. This is something that doesn't go well with Trump's foreign policy. Even if Ukraine and the US agreed on a rare earth minerals deal, the question of how to access these resources remains unresolved. According to news agency AFP, over 70% of Ukraine's alleged $15 trillion in mineral wealth is located in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions, both partially controlled by Russia, and Dniprovets, where Moscow's forces are advancing. Currently, Ukraine and its Western allies are not in a position to shift the war in Kiev's favor, a reality recently acknowledged by officials in the Trump administration. For any rare earth deal to be viable, Ukraine would need continued security assistance to regain full control of its territory. However, this objective is highly unrealistic, making such an agreement a non-starter for President Trump. Additionally, pursuing a rare earth deal with Ukraine could reinforce Vladimir Putin's justification for continuing the war. In the past, Putin has labeled the US-led global order a neo-colonial system and accused Western elites of disregarding national sovereignty and international law. If Trump funds the war in Ukraine to secure access to Kiev's rare earth resources, this narrative could gain further traction worldwide. And now, addressing the elephant in the room, does Ukraine even possess these natural resources? The US Geological Survey does not list Ukraine as having significant rare earth reserves, nor do any reputable mining databases. In reality, rare earth production is a very small industry. It's not a massive one, generating around $15 billion annually, comparable to just 2 days of global oil output. Even if Ukraine somehow produced 20% of the world's rare earths, that would amount to only $3 billion per year. To reach Trump's proposed $500 billion, the US would need to wait for 150 years, an unrealistic expectation. And that's why, when US looked so ready to strike the deal, Zelensky backed off. Even on Friday, when Zelensky arrived in the White House to meet Trump, he remained disrespectful and showed no signs that he wants to strike the deal and go back home as a happy person. He thought he would get away after lecturing Trump and fans despite getting so much aid and money from the US. But of course, he was shown his place in no time. He was left humiliated after the White House showdown. Yet the best outcome from this fiery exchange was that the mineral deal was not even signed. He was forced to cut his visit short and was essentially kicked out without even the joint press conference. Trump finally realized Zelensky is a massive fraud, and his mineral deal proposal was just a trap to both Trump and Putin and put them on a collision course. Zelensky wanted Trump to fight his war against Putin, but got owned instead by the president and the VP, J.D. Vance.